Hey, what's up, guys? Extreme Garage 69 here. We took that carburetor apart, blew all through it, got it back together. Now we're going to put it back on. There was a couple holes blocked that we blew through, used the wire to fish it out. So this is going from a spread bore to a Holley square plate. So we got to put the spread bore gasket on, and had to go get some longer studs because the studs that came with the Mr. Gasket kit were too short. And again, yeah, the other thing, I think the gasket was leaking a little bit. So on this one, or on the other one, once it's sealed, you should have a nice ring around here where you can see it's sealed. If you took it off and it's wet on the outside a little bit, then it's leaking. I mean, the sure way to tell if there's a vacuum leak is shut off the air going to it, and it should stall right out. If it stalls out, you don't have an air leak. If it stays running or comes up, then it's leaking at the gasket or leaking at the intake or a hose, or then you got to work on finding that. So again, we're going to try and pop this on and see if we can get the car fired off or not, right? So let's not drop the bolts out here. Pretty close right there. And this got 4 Allens to keep the base plate locked down. Drop the bolts down the old intake. That one's not going in. Perfect. Still got the fuel line hitched up. Got them all started now. I know the studs seem kind of tall, but the ones that came in the kit only went on 2 or 3 threads on the bolts or the nuts. So we're going to tighten these down once they get there. Diagonal. Yeah, because when the car was originally running before, I had it running on a high idle. Couldn't get it to idle down. So then I took the other base plate gasket out. I got it to run a little better. But took the carburetor apart. There was some junk in there. So we're hoping this time it will be successful. Yeah, nice and tight. Tight. Good. All right. Go there. See that? Socket deflection almost went in there. All right. where'd the nut go? All right. Put this back on, get our gasket. This on. We got 4 washes. Three washes. There's 4. There's another one right here. We got the linkage on that side. We got 2 hoses in the back. Brake booster. It's got RS headlights, vacuum. Throttle. Kick down cable, 700 R4. Alright, yeah, now we just gotta tighten it down. Vacuum advance. Fuel line was already on there, but we'll just double check it. Alright. Yep. These are a little long, they needed to be 1 3/4 inches. Right, so. Got a horsefly biting my leg. Alright. Looking pretty good. There's that. Put it there. Nice. Tighten that down, get this out of here. Gonna have to get a wrench. It's getting close. Alright, need a wrench. Almost ready to go. We're gonna hope it cranks this time. Yeah, tighten this up here. Follow. Pretty good. Anything outside? Nice. Good. All right. What do you think? Think it's going to crank up, or is the battery going to be dead? Is par for the course around here. Let's see what we got. Battery's dead. Of course it is. Yeah. Battery's dead. Like always. Alright, so I guess we're going to do a part 2. Get another battery. We're ready to crank it around. Like I said before, we had a high idle. Took the carburetor apart the first time. There was some junk in it. This has got a little tube inside, which I showed on the other video. It's like kind of like a lawnmower going from the accelerator pump to the bowl. So that's where the fuel goes through to get to the diaphragm for the squirter. Those go bad, so I put a new one. It was blocked. I heat shrink to both ends so it's on there nice and tight. Then I got it to run a little bit better, but then I took it apart again. It just wasn't sealing good, so I got another plate, 2 new gaskets. So now we should be pretty good. All right, part 2, I'll put a battery in. We should be able to fire it up and see what it sounds like, and hopefully it's going to idle for us. All right, thanks, guys.